homicide against Mrs. Sanda, to which she is, however, pleaded not guilty. The police in the charge sheet stated that the alleged killing was premeditated. Our correspondent, Hallaka, has a report.
On Sunday, the 19th of November 2017, Nigerians woke up to news of the killing of Mr. Biliamin Bello, a son of the former national chairman of the People's Democratic Party, Mr. Mohammed Haliru Bello. His wife, Mrs. Mariam Sanda, who is the daughter of Maimuna Aliyu, a former executive director of Aso Savings Bank, is alleged to have murdered him in his Maitama home in Abuja on Saturday night. Media reports suggest that Mrs. Sanda allegedly stabbed him several times based on allegations of infidelity. 6 days after the incident, the Nigerian police charged Ms. Sanda to court on 2-count charge of culpable homicide. The police in the charge alleges the killing was premeditated, and as such, they will be seeking the death penalty should the defendant be found guilty. An emotional Mrs. Sanda enters the dock and enters a not guilty plea to the 2-count charge. Counsel to Mrs. Sanda, Mr. Hussein Musa, asked the court to grant his client's bail or, in the alternative, remand her in police custody because she is still a nursing mother and it will be improper to remand her in prison custody. This request was turned down by the presiding judge, Justice Yusuf Halilu, who instead remanded her to the Suleja female prison in Niger State.
What we have just witnessed is the formal arraignment of a defendant or an accused person allegedly to have killed her husband. We filed a charge against her since on the 20th, and today we're giving a date for her formal arraignment, which is what we have just done. And then it has now been adjourned for commencement of a trial.
The hearing over, Mrs. Sanda was led to the waiting police van as she clutches her Quran, covering her face with a green scarf. Assisted by her family members and security operators, she tried to avoid being captured by the media. Mrs. Mariam Sanda's trial has been adjourned to the 7th of December 2017 for commencement of trial. Amaka Okafo, Channels Television News.
The Minister of Information, Lai Mohammed, has restated the federal government's commitment to diversifying the economy through massive investment